Good afternoon, and thank you for tuning into Energize Delaware Live. My name is Angie Bivens, and I'm an energy advisor with a few of Energize Delaware's residential programs. Thank you for joining us on today. If you are new, welcome, and you're going to learn some great stuff on today. And if you are returning, I am so glad you've joined us again, friends and family. So on today, I've got a new topic that we're going to be talking about, and it is in honor of October. We know that October is all about, Halloween, fall, dressing up and having fun, but it is also, dun, 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 Energy Awareness Month. So I figured I'd couple that, with what's going on in the fall and Halloween, and we're going to talk about blah, blah, blah. Energy vampires. And no, I don't mean energy vampires like people that steal or drain your personal energy. I'm talking about the energy in your home on today. So let's go ahead and dive right into our topic on today and start talking about these energy vampires. So what is an energy vampire, you might ask? Some other terms for it are phantom load or standby power. And basically, it's anytime you plug something into the wall, but it's not turned on. It still has the ability to draw some sneaky energy that you're not intending to use. So that is a vampire load, phantom load, or standby mode. So again, this is the time when you're going to be using energy, or the item is drawing energy from your house, even though it's not physically turned on. So some of the devices, well, let's go ahead and jump into it. Step one, in order for dealing with these energy vampires, is let's actually determine what is an energy vampire. Let's go through the house, do a little scavenger hunt, and see if we can find these energy vampires. So how do you recognize an energy vampire? Some of the major users are cable and satellite boxes, your TV converters, for those that have those digital TV converters, DVRs, VCRs, DVD players, MP3 players, cell phone chargers. Dun, dun, dun. We're going to talk about this. All right, standby coffee, coffee makers, and even video games. A lot of video games, actually. So if you really want to know what devices to look for, anything that's voice activated, anything that's got a light on it, a clock on it, controlled by a remote control, all of these types of devices are vampire loads. It's a good chance that right now in your home, you don't even know these items are drawing energy. And this can add an extra 5 to 10% onto your utility bill. So while having one or two vampires in your house may not be a big deal, when you start to find 3, 4, 5, 6, it begins to add up. So first step is to go through your house, like I said, and identify each of these users. And once you have identified the users, then we get to move on to step 2. Step 2 is super easy. Unplug anything you don't often use. If this is a device that you use once a week, or once a month, or just every so often, it's not on your daily list, the easiest thing you can do is just to unplug it, plug it back in when you need it. I know it feels like a little bit of an inconvenience. And again, we're not talking about items that you use every day. So please do not run around unplugging, the oven or anything like that. No, we don't want to do that. We're definitely talking about smaller devices, items that you don't use daily. Now, with that being said, I know there are still a lot of items in your home that you probably are using daily. So let's talk about those items real quick. What can we do for the items that you need to use or that you often use? And that brings us right into step 3. Step 3 is to plug anything you do need to use or you use regularly. Plug it into either a power strip or a smart device. So let's first talk about the power strip. Okay, for those of you that don't know, a basic power strip is an item. It's going to be a long box strip-like item, and it usually has a button on it so that you can turn the entire strip on and off. So this is going to prevent those vampire loads or those phantom loads from getting through, because the device itself is going to block any energy from getting through if it is off. Now, what I want to talk to you about are some more techie or new age options that we have. Power strips have been around a very long time, but fortunately, engineers have come up with a way to make them smarter and more advanced. So there is something out there called an advanced power strip, aka a smart power strip. And if you've ever seen any of my workshops before, you already know where I'm going. Dun, 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 dun. And in walks the power strip, the smart power strip. So I'm going to give you a real quick briefing on how this works, and then I'm going to tell you about a place where you can go and you can actually get these smart strips at a discounted rate. We like that, right? All right. So here is a smart strip, and they come in different forms, different colors. There you go. But you'll notice one thing is very similar about all of them. There's always a color code setup and a design, and they pretty much work the same way. So again, I'm going to give you a quick instruction on how they work, because if you were to buy one, an advanced power strip, the setup has to be done a certain way. You can't just plug everything into it, or you may find certain items don't come on, and I'll explain why. So the first two areas say always on. Always on. This is where you're going to plug in devices that you don't want to go off. Now, let me state this one time really quickly, that this is for electronic devices. This is for a setup either in for your TV and all the devices that go with that, or the computer, maybe in a home office and all the devices that go with that. This is not for like the fridge or the lamps. Those would be regular power strips. This is specifically going to work for electronics. And after I explain, you'll get why. All right. So back to always on. This is where you're going to place the device that you don't want to go off. So if you do tape a show on your DVR, you could put that here. But this would be better for like the Wi-Fi, maybe a sound bar, I'm sorry. But things that, again, you just don't want to go off. Now, the last few places in the strip are going to be controlled by the middle control area. So this would be where you would put the TV, or if this is a setup for the office, the computer. And then we're going to plug all the additional devices into it. So the game system, if you've got a Fire Stick, a cable box, those would be plugged in these spaces right here. And then what happens is when you turn on the TV, nothing fancy, just using the regular remote or the TV itself, then the TV gives power to all the other devices. But when you turn the TV off, again, same thing, nothing fancy, just turn it off like normal, then all the other devices, the power will be shut off to them as well. Now, the setup goes the same way if you were to do it for a computer or in the office. So in the office, the control would be the computer itself. And then you could set up additional monitors, maybe a fax machine, copy machine, if you have additional speakers. But what happens is this device is going to stop that vampire load or that phantom load from getting through. Because now when the control or the TV is off, the other devices will be shut off as well. And the reason for that is because items like the Fire Stick, which do not have an on-off switch on the Fire Stick, those type of items would be always drawing energy. It doesn't know when the TV's on and when the TV's not on. So as long as the TV is able to give it some juice, it's going to take that. So again, this is going to prevent that. If you have kids in the house with an Xbox, you want this. Because again, Xbox is voice controlled and voice activated, right? Which means it's always on, always listening. So I'm going to tell you about a website in a second that has these and a few other devices I want to talk about. So again, another great way to prevent a vampire load or a phantom load is to use a smart strip. Smart strip is what I want to push today. Something else that you can use in order to prevent that phantom or vampire load. All right, so this is actually, let's see if I can block some of that light. This is actually just a cute little switch that you can buy. See, it's got a little on off. And this is a good device for items, especially like your microwave or the coffee maker, ladies, curling irons. But those items that we tend to just kind of plug in and walk away from, or the items that stay plugged in and will pull the vampire load, hopefully not the curling iron, but especially that microwave and that coffee maker. So think about the microwave for a minute, right? Your microwave has a clock on it. Most of us also have a clock on the oven in the kitchen. Instead of paying Delmarva Power or your utility provider, extra money for that clock on the microwave, you could put the microwave right on one of these switches so that you would basically just turn on the microwave only when you need it. It's not going to be on and constantly drawing energy. Now, this is a physical switch, as I showed you, but online we have something very similar that are called smart plugs. And I know you're going to want to look more into this, but smart plugs are actually a great device because they do almost the same thing as the switch, except it's controllable by your phone. So you could, in essence, it looks very similar to this, and you would just plug it into the wall, plug your device into the smart plug, and now you can control if an item comes on or off via your phone. So this is really good, especially if you got some bigger energy users in your home and you're not sure exactly how to control them. You can get a switch or you could get smart plugs. And I'm going to show you where you can get those items. So let me go ahead and get my screen ready right quick. And we're going to go to a website. Dun, 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 dun. All right, this might slow the computer down just a little bit, but I gotta show you this. And here we go. Give me just one more second. Told you it was gonna run a little slow on me. All right, and here we go. So welcome to the Energized Delaware Marketplace, where Energized Delaware has taken it upon ourselves to make a marketplace of affordable Energy Star items, because today is Energy Star Day. Dun, dun, dun. So as you're seeing the website, and the website address is listed right on your screen, you'll be able to see we've got a lot of different rebates and incentives going on right now. And so you can get smart thermostats at a discounted price. Look, came up soon as I said it, along with some other items. But today we're going to talk about these smart plugs and advanced power strips. So once you come into the website, you can scroll right down. All right, so the smart plugs are under smart products, and we're going to go take a look at them real quick. And please feel free to go right to the website and take a look also. All right, so currently, so sorry, like I said, I knew the internet was going to be a little slow on me today. There we go. So currently, we actually have some smart strips you'll see right over here, and they're only $6.99. So again, feel free to come back into the marketplace, take a look at some of the other usages that people have used the smart plugs for. And then we're going to go over and take a look at the advanced power strips as well. There we go. And again, please feel free to go check out the marketplace when you get a moment. And look at that. As soon as I open it up, sale, sale, sale. There's sales everywhere. So always check back in. You never know what you'll find. Oh, and look, and I've jumped into the wrong area of water saving measures. The water saving measures are on sale though. And we'll give it just one more second. I'm sure to get ready and bring that screen up for us so we can take a look at these power strips. There we go. All right. And again, when we take a look, you'll see that the power strips do come in all different sizes and colors, little bit of everything for everybody. Okay, I just wanted to make sure it was still coming up. It's taking its pretty time here. Oh, and we do have power strips on sale as well. All right, so you'll be able to see the smaller power strip I showed the first time is currently on sale for less than $6. That is amazing. And the middle one is one of my favorites. It's the one we actually do give away in our weatherization kits. Next weatherization workshop will be October 17th. Tune in for that. All right. And that's this one right here. And it's only $10. It is a $30 power strip. If you go anywhere else and look it up, you will see it costs a bit more than our marketplace. So if you are in Delaware, if you have a home in Delaware, feel free to go right to the marketplace and you will be able to find some more items for sale there. All right. Thank you guys so much for taking a peek at that with me. All right. So again, step 3 is to plug any devices that you do find into a power strip or smart device so you can save some energy. And here comes our last tip. Tip number 4. All right. Upgrade when possible. All right. So I've given you some tips on what to do with your items. You know, unplug it if you can. If you can't unplug it, put it on a power strip, and realizing that some items, you know, there might not be a whole lot you can do about it. So if and when possible, upgrade to a better item that will be more of an energy saver when you can. So here's an example. Any item that has what's called a brick or a wall wart is the term, that lets you know that item is going to use a lot more energy. So here's an example. This is actually what they consider a brick, right? So the charger, and this is a laptop charger to give you an idea. And yes, laptop chargers were on my list of energy vampires. All right, it's got the brick type base onto it. So it's going to use a lot more energy, and it's going to draw energy and store energy even if I don't have the laptop charged to it. As long as it is plugged into the wall, it is going to draw some energy. So I definitely want to say, if you have any chargers or anything with an older style plug or a plug that's got the box and the wart or the wall wart on it, then do what you can. See if there's an option to upgrade to a different type of charger or to upgrade to something that maybe doesn't have that style on it. It's not always possible, but when it is possible, go for that option. Okay, so let's quickly just review what we went over, and then the afternoon is yours. So again, step 1 was to identify those energy vampires. All right, where are they? Who are they? Again, it's going to be devices that have a light on them, a clock on them, controlled by the remote, voice activated. Some of your biggest users are your bigger electronics with standby modes on them, like the laptop, the TV, the computer, the DVD, the DVR, those electronic devices. Now, once you've found them, then your next step would be anything that you don't use daily, unplug. So just start unplugging. Let's not even give them the option to draw the power, right? And then for those items that you have no choice, you need to keep them plugged in or you use them daily, plug them into something that's going to help you. So plug them into a power strip, plug them into a smart device like a smart plug or an advanced power strip. Let's not give those energy vampires the time of day. Blah, blah, blah. All right. And you can find a lot of these items, as I stated, at Energize Delaware's marketplace. Go visit it and check it out. And then lastly, if you can't do anything else, see if there's an upgrade possible. See if you can get a newer charger that's more energy efficient, or at least one that doesn't have the wall warts or the brick on the charger. Okay, so there's a few options for you. Lastly, if you need help finding these energy vampires, I just want to let you know that Energize Delaware has a plethora of programs to help you, including the HEC program, which you'll see right at the bottom of your screen. And this is an income qualified program that can give you a free home energy checkup, free, no cost. And then they also will install some energy saving items at the checkup, $100 worth, no charge. Check out the website if you're interested. And for those that need to make upgrades to their home, why not get an energy advisor or an energy auditor out to your home to take a look through our home performance program? You can get a $500 audit for just $50. Yup, you heard me right. And there's a whole lot of other incentives and great things that come along with this program too. So if you're thinking about making upgrades to your home, definitely check out this program so you can make those upgrades and you can get some money back. Who doesn't like that? So you've got a lot of different options available through Energize Delaware, but I implore you, I beg you, it is Energy Awareness Month. Take some time and take advantage of these programs and some of these opportunities now. Find those little lurking energy vampires in your house and take care of them quick. All right. So thank you again for tuning in this week. Please come back again next time. Stay tuned to the website to see when our next live will be, and we'll be talking about another great energy topic. Thank you so much, and hopefully you'll tune in again next time and visit energizedelaware.org and see what we've got available. Have a great day, everybody. Happy energy saving. Bye.